I said, why did it take so long? Let me tell you a story. I've never said this before. My right hand to God on my mother's grave. In Los Angeles, 2011, the NBA All-Star game was there. Me and my friend, I'm not going to name him, we were at a restaurant, and Donald Sterling called us over to his table. His wife, Shelley, was there. And he started to say, why are they going to go on strike? We should pay all the players $500,000. If they didn't play basketball, they wouldn't have a job. I swear to God he said this.
Gary, the stories are continuing to come in, stuff that people haven't heard before, but basically stuff that everybody has known for years about Donald Sterling, the owner of the Clippers.
Why didn't somebody do something about it?
Well, and that's the thing. And here's Spike Lee himself saying, I'm asking what took so long, and then he tells a story he never told before.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Listen, Sterling is, I think, going to get as... you know, the maximum that the NBA can lay out today against him, I think at 11 o'clock. But I'm just, that's one that's bad for the media, bad for the players, bad that anybody who's associated with Sterling is why they let it go on so long.
Well, yeah, and...
You know why, obviously, because he paid money.
Well, yeah, and he was, so, and you know who brought up something about why and how it might have gone on? Mark Cuban. Everybody's coming out. Houston Rockets owner, Jeannie Buss of the Lakers, Cavs owner, saying, you know, he should be removed and everything else. But Mavs owner Mark Cuban, not supporting him at all, not clearly saying he's a racist and everything else. But he goes, you know, forcing him out would be a slippery slope. He's like, constitutionally, you have the right to free speech, and you can be a racist, and you can say things, but then what you do is where we would come in. And so that was kind of a one differing voice amongst all those owners.
Well, no, and that Cuban, that to his credit, he's a younger guy, and he's paid a lot of fines for being outspoken in the NBA. So he, you know, he's not one of the old guard, so to speak.
Yeah.
But my question would be, if you're Sterling, he cannot stay. The top players would not want to come play for him.
Right.
Every game that the Clippers play, there would be, you know, you would imagine at least the outset protests. Everyone would be uncomfortable. The sponsors, the majority of them would run in hives.
They're already gone.
I think that's the NBA's.
Yeah.
You want to guess? They suspend him for a year, and then during that period, they work on him, saying, Don, we can't work with you. I'm talking about what the fellow owners would like to do.
Right, right. So like you said, we wait till 11 o'clock and we hear what happens. Let's say something like that happens, and then they're looking for maybe a new owner. There's been rumors about Magic Johnson. Here's just a couple of
it won't happen overnight.
No, it takes time.
Yeah.
But here, you know, since Magic was at the center of one of the, you know, problems where he was caught on tape talking about don't take a picture, you know, with Magic and put it on Instagram, here's just the latest coming in overnight from Magic and others.
For us as basketball players, we're all brothers, and we're all competing against each other in this postseason, and all of us want to win for our respective ball clubs. Like I was stated before, there's no room in this game for an owner like that.
I had a friendship with him, so for him to then make these comments or alleged comments about myself as well as other African Americans and minorities, there's no place in our society for it.
So, yeah, there's rumors, and Magic's like, no, they already have an owner, but wouldn't it be great? He's the head of the Guggenheim deal, or, you know, they own the Dodgers, if they were to buy the Clippers.
Yeah, and people have asked, can you own two different sports teams?
Right.
The guy who owns, or a part owner of the Warriors, that Peter Guber, owns part of the Dodgers and also part of the Warriors. It would be unusual, though, from the standpoint of, you know, and Magic owns like 2 or 3% of the Dodgers, but nonetheless, he's perceived by a lot of people to own the Dodgers. You know, you've got advertising money. You've been kind of competing against each other in the same market. So, you know, if he had a piece of the Dodgers and also the Clippers.
Oh, I see. And so speaking of advertisers, the list is growing. So we got those that are deserting the Clippers, and not the players, but, you know, because of the owner. Red Bull, Sprint, CarMax, Virgin America, State Farm, Kia with the Blake Griffin commercials, Kia suspending commercials. But then you have the other angle. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, so what do they do at 11 o'clock? But what do they do tonight. I mean, at the game, and we know we're going to see protests, and you kind of go, all right, so what are the players going to do? Now, we showed you LeBron. Yesterday, the Heat wore the practice jerseys inside out. That was their way of you know, kind of showing their support for what the Clippers did. What are the players going to do?
Well, I think the whole key is 11 o'clock. I mean,
they'll react to that? You think that?
And people will get a feeling if the sanction, again, this is my feeling, if they just say, well, he's suspended for the remainder of the playoffs,
right?
Then I don't think that's strong enough, and the protests get a little stronger, and the players huddle,
right?
And see what's next. If they suspend him for a year, I think that cools everything.
And then there's like
don't you?
Okay, well, it cools it, but yeah, people want to see like a longer term reaction. You know, and then there's the thing about Mark Jackson saying, you know, fans don't go. What I thought was interesting, a statement like, you know, how they wore the black socks and the black armbands, and some have said, hey, fans should wear black. And we saw at this game at Oracle, do we have the guy with the sign? I mean, people kind of sticking it to the owner, putting it in his face, look at, I'm black, I brought a black guy to the game. You know, making a stand in that way. They're going to go to the game, but maybe they just mock him and, you know, wear black and carry signs tonight.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't do anything for me. That's supposed to be the white guy is some big honcho, right? The tech industry?
Well, no, I think the point was...
No, I get what the point is.
Yeah.
I brought a black
because
guy.
He says, don't bring back black players to his mistress, you know. So that kind of started the whole, and aired this whole thing. Yeah. What can people do? Fans want to go to the game.
Yeah, Dari, as I said yesterday, I think Mark Jackson, you know, he has to say something, but these guys have everybody in their face. If you want to really make a stand, then the players don't perform tonight. Don't put it on the fans.
Yeah, all right, and that would mean the Warriors saying that we're not going to play too, and that would
exactly. I wouldn't boycott unless you had both sides talking it over and joining as one.
All right, well, we've got our team coverage, right? Like, you know, we got a team in L.A., we got a team at Oracle today. We're going to wait for that press conference. Thanks a lot, Gary.
I've asked J.R. Stone to try and get Donald Sterling live.
Yes, yeah, he'll be there.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you, Gary.